like to, when our boyfriends or whatever that we call them are watching football, we are always nagging, shenanigans, and they will choose football over us. I didn't know football conversation is so interesting. I've had Zola here, I've had Roland, my boss is behind the camera, and there's been a certain football conversation going on, team are going to win Chelsea.
Chelsea won.
Chelsea has won, and it has sparked our local football conversation. And I must say, football is not as clean as you think. When you see somebody walking with a footballer, please, the juju she see or the things she has seen in life, or they don't see.
What kind of picture are you trying to paint?
Ronaldo's wife, or now. So okay.
Don't paint football as black.
Why did you stop football? Okay,
I've not stopped. Saturday I'll be playing the second division is.
Hey, you are still playing the ball. Yeah. This guy.
Second division is starting this Saturday, and I'll be playing.
You see.
He never go there. Why did you also stop? Why did you stop?
Wait. He's saying, why are you trying to paint football as black?
Yeah.
But in this world, tell me who walks naked like that.
On that note, you are welcome to Oneplay Zoom. And I have here two handsome gentlemen that they join me at the beginning of the week, and then we have discussions on almost the trending or relevant conversations that happened on the weekend. Now, one big conversation that we can't do away is the Foresight Music Awards that happened, the videos. There was a nice event, and people had their opinion. Later in the show, I'll get their opinion on it. But certain things happened at the event where there was a performance. It was a group performance, and the medical finishes party. When was our free stage, so he didn't pass backstage. Background in him. I want to know if it's a stunt or that was part of the performance, or it's just to talkability around him after the show ends. Now there is also a viral video where Shatta Wale is peeved. That gentleman, some constructors that are fixing road or doing road by his house. I don't know what happened, but apparently there is a video circulating that he has allegedly called Nima boys to come and beat these constructors. And per the first video, he was so pissed. There has also been this conversation, UTV, where some gospel musicians, gospel musicians, they did something crazy that day. And I want to know if the performance ability of gospel musicians are being undermined whenever they are being awarded best performer of the whatever. When it comes to award, do they overlook our gospel artists? Because what I saw, the energy, the live band, I think certain awards that people have won in the industry so far, it should have gone to gospel. I don't know. That is my personal view on the matter. Emrante, Shatta Wale too is saying that he's coming to address the nation. And then talk with me because we can never one. Shatta Wale said he's coming to address the nation on the state of the industry on Wednesday. I don't know if they've had their invite, or I don't know if it's going to be virtual until or whatever bundles are talking for a virtual conference. Whatever the case may be, are we expecting something cogent, something sensible from Shatta Wale? Or the fact that on social media, you might be crying, press now, as we expected it to be? Who will start?
Let me Yencha Ashafoni Omomo Kaunina. We salute everybody. And let me start from where you just ended, asking Shatta Wale's state of the industry address. It is a very interesting one. I am one of the people who are anticipating the comeback of Shatta Wale onto social media with either a press conference or something live, or a live address, like that is in a live video or something. So yes, at least he's giving some of us what we expected. And okay. But you see, as to whether he's really going to say something that is going to affect the industry, or he's really going to tell us the state of the industry, or if he stands in a better position to tell us the state, I think so, yes. Because when you look at all the aspects in, should I say in the industry, no, in society, Shatta Wale is somebody that has almost tasted almost every part of it. He's been in the movies before. He's a musician, that is a singer. He's also a street boy. He is also a rich man with a mansion and a swimming pool. He has girls. He has a child, and he's been into politics as well. So, which aspects of the society hasn't Shatta Wale tasted? So, if yes, he's gone on break, came back, got monster hits, established himself, and he went on. He went on an artist break, and he's gone on a social media break. So it looks as if man has tasted everything in life.
Man has done it all.
I can't tradition as heaven here, Bekobi. And can I say I'm a free hobber? Boy, you do everything. You do everything. Glass and quad, So yes, but I think he's going to swerve most people. That is what I feel. I think the most important things that will be just few. The other ones will be the Shatta Wale we know.
Do you also have a feeling that he's come to announce the date for his album and then say I've quit music?
Oh, okay.
I mean, as a recording artist, I'm done.
That's why I'm saying that. Okay, to me, I don't see Shatta Wale quitting music.
No. As a recording artist.
No, I don't see Shatta Wale quitting music in 2021 in any form.
Okay, why?
So if he has a date to announce, it is going to be the announcement of his GOG album date. And that is all. Not announcing the date then says that, oh, maybe after that I'll be taking a break as a recording artist or as a performing artist or whatever. Shatta Wale is not...
Oh, performing artist, yeah, he can't take a break because if your album drops, you can't say you perform your
album. That is why I am not seeing Shatta Wale quitting music in 2021. Not in 2021 or 2022. In any set, in any department of his music, he's not going to break from anything again, because that social media break that he took, to me, really affected his career in some way. Maybe some people might have a different opinion because the Shatta Wale we know, Shatta Wale's comeback dwells on talkability. Okay, people would have to talk about him more. That is what makes Shatta Wale 70% relevant. Then the 30% would have to be his music. Mostly, in most cases, pick Shatta Wale, type Shatta Wale on the internet. Most of the things that we see. And it is not as if people allege things on him. Yes, some people do. But most of the things that people talk about Shatta Wale are the things he himself brings to the limelight. What he wants people to talk about, what he wants people to see is what he does. He doesn't do anything. If Shatta Wale doesn't want you to see something, it won't even come out. So if whatever people talk about Shatta Wale in the space is what he wants people to talk about or what he wants people to see. So if there are more negative news about him, then that is what he wants us to talk about. So that is for Shatta Wale. And I move on to the next one that has to do with the Foresight Music Video Awards.
No, we'll delve into that conversation proper, but just the medical.
Oh, to me, now medical is being very, very, for lack of a better word, let me say pompous. As I said, the ego, I tried a mask, now that is where it has gotten to. You know, I watched his demeanor on stage with the other acts, and I can say that some people would say he's bigger than all of them on stage. Like,
was there not a Kwame Eugene on there with him?
Yes. But I mean that at that moment when he walked off, he felt that yes, Charlie, needs a perform finish. So you see, sometimes when I have a collaboration with you, and maybe I sing the hook and you do the chorus, or like I sing the chorus or the hook and you do the other verses on top. Probably after I finish singing mine, I would have to somehow back you a little bit so that you also sing your part. But you see, he felt so big at that point that okay, Matumi, let me go and sit down. Oh, I didn't recall. I don't recall that.
Because when it's all time, who remix now or no any I mean you was some doors be name say I don't perform here.
I heard they also did some kind of cipher or something for the scheme. And it will be Bini, CJ Bigaman, there's also did
they were one group.
That's so I'm sure they also did some kind of cipher for the scheme. So that on that note, that was when he felt like okay, Matumi. And it is a very bad act, if you ask me.
Was there not a rehearsal to the main event? Because whatever it is, there will be a rehearsal that will tell you that until 2 days we are betting each how you say, 2 days you are betting free stage, now I cannot. But once there was some form of coordination, now all of a sudden, what would you into how you feel like you are bigger than the stage now? Not with me, fuck crowd,
Whether there
is it like it was an act to just get talkability around him after the event, or what is it? Because you can't tell me that you go for an event, a performance, you agree to it, and in the middle of the show you feel like you are too big than the performance. So you want, like, it don't make sense.
Even if there was a rehearsal, even if there was a
Even
rehearsal and Medical wanted to do that, he would have still done that. The rehearsal wouldn't have changed anything. That's why I'm saying that at that point.
You're bipolar now, mood swings, Anna. Because it's like it's like he's there now. I don't know if you studied him constantly.
Because he gets money,
he
gets so
you get wife,
and these two things
you marry.
You
marry.
And these are money and hits are two things that, as a musicians, you crave more or you crave most. Okay, what is the money? Marriage in India, new beer. And new beer, and the what. You money as well as the hits. That is the fame. And Medical has both now. It's, you know, I can't now in Shatta Wale. Oh my graduate.
Now this Ghana fame, you can't handle with this attitude. And you go on your face, they Grammy,
I keep telling people.
Jumping, you jumped.
Yeah, I keep telling people, and maybe most of the foreign contacts I have, when we are discussing about Ghana music and then our artists, and I keep telling them that our artists are always content with this hit song, these trends in Ghana, more than putting in work. It's only few artists that will always put in work and not rely solely on this kind of hype, this negativity thing. Our artists in Ghana here are always content with hype, or trending on Twitter, or one hit song every radio station, every pub, every street is playing. So the artists will feel like, Charlie, I'm rich. That's what's killing our industry. Sometimes I stand to agree with what Stone Boy said some years ago, said to take 40 years for them to even get to that level.
40.
Yes, because they are not putting in much work. They go to the studio with the notion that drop it what the people like.
Oh, have you studied the trend of Medical songs that are coming?
That's what I'm saying. Medical will give you. Medical wasn't like this.
I was like,
Medical was
a writer's block.
Yes.
Oh,
so
God,
right now,
somebody that follows Medical like I do. People you don't know, I love Medical.
See, like I'm saying, he raps better than this. But you see, we always say I can't afford hit songs. And then for you to be called a proper musician, based on our industry definition, you need to have a hit song. Yes, we also need a hit song that one event organizer Ben never fail. I was scheme Ben never fail before me, even if you get nominated, you never fail. You understand? Like, so based on our definition for who an artist is,
let me check this one. I was listening to Wato. I was like, no, it's not even there is a phone part. I mean, Medical is known for doing some phone, but there's a part where he relaxes, and this is wordplay that he does so beautifully. But there was something like that. And then there's a new video that I saw Incredible Ziggy dance to it. Accra, I was like, okay, let me wait and see if I can get a part where he does another thing that Medical is known for. Nothing. And I'm like, is he experiencing writer's block? Or this is the new wave of Medical that we should be preparing ourselves for? And then I saw the video that he walked off stage and things. Is it that he's being pompous, as he said? Or the scheme was not up, the show, the event, it wasn't up to the standard he felt it would have been for him to even think he can walk off?
First, I'll blame the event organizers. Before you put an artist on stage, there has to be a series of, I think, the right way to use series of, I think, is it, no, it's not education. Series of cautions or maybe processes that you have to take the artist through. As in, okay, Ope perform 5 minutes. When you are done, this is where you need to pass. Oh, bar, you need to use here. Who was the director of that event?
Event guide, over to you. Speak.
Okay, so I think there were so many, about 2 or 3 people coordinating on the day. Okay, so for him to say that, okay, you're going to blame the event organizers, yes, they take, I will give them about 40% of the blame.
Okay.
Because you see, there was also a time factor here. And in as much as yes, the artist, the event organizer should be blamed, I think the artist should be blamed more.
So
because this is not the first time an artist, this is not the first time you are performing on stage.
So like I'm saying, I was getting to that point as in the artist bit. Listen, one, lack of managerial skills. As in you being a manager.
For the artist.
Yes, part of the team. Because you, the manager, has to go in for the script and let your artist know that this is what you are supposed to do.
I want to ask a question before you go. Do you feel like Medikal has that one person in his team
that
can say, sit down,
listen,
and you sit down?
I'm coming to that point. Most of our management team we see in Ghana are controlled by these same artists. The artists make their own decisions. You understand? The artists make their own decisions. See, that thing that's going on that only artists can say, I will tell you that, talk to my manager. At the end of the day, artists never make a final decision. You understand? So these are some of the reasons why you might or you will continue facing certain things like this. Because if maybe director of that event and management are collaborating together with the artist, they will say, okay, you come on stage at this point. When you are done, you use this side and go. Manager himself say I'm the artist, but you tell the artist, hey, sit here, hey, make no pass here. And then it's not always everything that has to be in the camera. There are certain sign languages that you have to show to your artist when your artist is on stage. You understand? There are certain things, certain sign language when you tell the artist, when the artist sees he or she knows that you are telling him or her that at this point I have to end my performance. At this point I have to switch from this song to a different song. You understand? Medikal being pompous, yes, because right now he feels Ghana for. See, I've heard certain conversations that goes on between artists. Yes. One, self-respect.
Self-respect. They don't have self-respect, or they don't respect the.
They don't. Why? Because we've got these same organizers behind. Like I keep saying on social media, if artists mean same because on social media, mostly the first comment I post on social media is a lot happens behind closed doors and people don't know. Who knows? Hey, yeah. Sick of that kind of relationship, meaning the CEO of that event, meaning what Charlie was up, I know at that point, even when it's supposed to be business, I'm even supposed to bring that
WhatsApp thing. To draw the line between business and friendship.
Yes, because maybe that CEO of that event came to me and was like, yo, me perform mommy. Yo, I'll give you Charlie, can't be no say my boy, you are not good, and it can't support my event. Yes. But you see, even when the event organizer or CEO comes to you that can't perform for me, you should know that at one point in time you are showcasing yourself, promoting you. So self-respect.
Shatta Wale's nation of then. Please.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up.
So I'm one person who is in for that because he has a project coming up. The only thing I would want him to focus more is about his project and he's traveled there. Whatever he wants to do, whether it was him. Preparing for the project or maybe going for some collaborations or certain deals or something positive that will keep the brand up there and people will be like, okay, so this was the main reason why he went on social media. This was the main reason why he has been on the low up to this time. But it shouldn't come and be the normal Shatta Wale, hey, you you the no. No, it shouldn't be. You take that vibe away from his because now people are getting fed up of his gimmicks. Even this video trending this afternoon, people are saying, Wale he doesn't have any plan when he's about to drop a project. It shouldn't be that way. He has to be positive around his album. But he needs it. He needs that positive vibe around his album. There has to be a different strategy. It shouldn't always be about the negatives.
Drop your comments.
You people, the Rolls Royce is coming. We don't have good roads to use the Rolls Royce to pass up. It is not that the Rolls Royce has landed that you are coming to do construction. You don't say that in yes. We will work with our rules. Don't worry. I'll call Shatta Wale. We will work with our rules.
Please drop your comments below. Do you think that Shatta Wale has something to say? Whatever he's even about to say will be worth something. Even now that he has done almost everything on social media before the conference, whatever it is. I want to know.
You shouldn't come and put on that. Is a very mamu.
Bonnet. No, Anna, this is serious. Come on, this is serious business, man. And do you think that medical, the wings now are threat too much and should be tamed, or you think it was even part of the whole thing? Who knows? It might even be part of the show. Do something, make them talk about us. We will dive into the other part of the conversation, but drop your comments, and if there's anything you want to say to us, obviously, please feel free. Write a long statement. We'll read. We'll be right back.
Oneplay. Add class to your music.